Hey guys, welcome back to Infidelity Stories. Make sure like and subscribe to the channel for more spicy stories. Now, let's get into story video.
Wife cheated before marriage and lied about it. This is my first blog post, and I'm just looking for any pointers. My wife, 47 female, who at the time was my girlfriend, had been cheating on me, 50 male, for 3.5 years with 12 or more men when we were dating and in a relationship 25 years ago. The fact that she had committed these crimes was only discovered 4 months after we were married for 22 years and had been together for 28 years. During our 22-year marriage, she has said that nothing has happened, and I have provided no proof or evidence to suggest otherwise. Of course, I'm hurt and upset by the fact that she lied to me and kept all of this information hidden from me. If I had known before proposing, I would very certainly have ended my relationship with her. Although we have 3 children and a life together today, I am still disappointed that she was not forthright with me when we first started dating in 1999. Unfortunately, I found a journal that chronicled all of her adultery and lying, as well as what she did, which I can't seem to get out of my brain since I discovered it. What I don't understand is why she has kept the journal, and I'm having trouble getting a clear or comprehensible explanation from her. This has taken a toll on my emotional well-being. However, even though I'm now in IC and we've started MC, I'm still having a lot of intrusive thoughts since I wanted to find out more about this and read the details. She feels ashamed and guilty, and she finds it difficult to accept the situation. It would have come out at some point during our marriage, and she would have had to recommit herself to the lies and secrets she had been living with all along. She said that she didn't know how to tell me and that she didn't want to hurt me, so she decided to put everything behind her. I'm still troubled by the concept that I didn't ask permission or say I was willing to see past this before proposing to or marrying her, and I feel as if my whole life has become a lie as a result of this. Would we have been together if we had been? Most likely not. Even if I hadn't been so naive, I wouldn't have put up with it if she hadn't been honest with me and told me the truth about her situation. In addition, I had the impression that I was merely filling in. She continued her search for a better guy, and after meeting a large number of them, she came to the conclusion that I was the best choice. Unfortunately, we live in the town where all of this transpired, which is a disappointment. We were in a long-distance relationship for most of this, but not all. However, since I had moved to the area where she was staying, I was now required to go about the town where she was meeting up with others. Aside from all of the other triggers that occur, there is one more. However, I've been looking for examples of how things worked out in a similar situation, but how can one get over this? Instead of 1 or 2 transgressions, there were 12 or more of them. I get the impression that she loves me today, but there is always the potential that I am being naive since she has lied about these things in the past. Is it possible that there are more? What gives you confidence that she will be honest in the future? I don't want to create any discord in my family as a result of something that happened a long time ago and is unlikely to occur again. She has always said that she despises cheaters and liars, yet I have come to realize that she is the biggest cheater and liar I have ever encountered in my life. The fact that it happened so long ago and when she was young and defenseless serves as her explanation, though. Nothing has happened since then, and he hasn't lied about anything else in the meantime either. I'm at a loss on what to do to get myself back on track. To be clear, she did not have relations with all of the 12-plus persons she met over the course of 3.5 years prior to her marriage. Some had with her, others did not. That was the assertion made in the journal, and she did everything she could to substantiate it. However, the others were not content to remain inactive. There was still cheating taking place. Now look at some replies. Did the journaling stop once you got married? You found the proof so you don't have to rely on her or trust her to know what happened. She very obviously had no reason to believe you would ever see those journals because of all the evidence of her infidelity. If she continued journaling and there are no more entries that detail her cheating, you should be reasonably sure that it did actually stop. You have left out entirely how she responded to this revelation. That is a lot of guys to be having within the same time period. For anyone, much less a woman that was engaged. For her to be engaged in that level of cheating, it's almost as if she had some mental issue happening at that time. I cannot imagine how she could have possibly managed that carousel and the stress of it not present itself somehow in her daily life. Without some adequate explanation, whether that comes through some intense therapy or not, I would not be able to process knowing she was having with that many guys, all at the same time, after she had agreed to marry me. I can only assume that you will also need this answered for you as well. Please let us know with an update once she has figured out how she allowed herself to do that. It certainly does seem beyond reason that she would be able to stop engaging in that activity since it had to consume an amazing amount of her time, and it doesn't appear to be something she would turn off at the drop of a hat. If you can, please let us know her reasoning for why she ended all the extramarital activity. It will be very interesting to see what comes out in therapy as to how she justified it and her internal motivation to end it. Up. The journaling of cheating did stop. There was another journal after all of this that mainly talked about us and her family, me finally proposing, but no cheating. Well, all I can give you now on her reasoning is that she had been hurt in previous relationships, she was young and stupid and made awful/bad decisions. We were not engaged at the time this was happening, and not all involved, though did involve activities. The cheating spanned over 3.5 years, and some were one-nighters, intense making out and stuff, but did not involve, some were relationships while in a relationship with me and did go further. These were during her college days. I hate saying that because I don't want that to come across as people who go to college typically behaves like that, just giving a timeline on her age at the time. I would be worried about a couple of things here. She says she never cheated while married. Any proof of this? Is she friends with any of these former affair partners, or has she brought you into social situations where they were present? Did they know she was in a relationship, or did she lie to them? Has she given a list of actual names so you can avoid them/not meet or do business with them, or is that still hidden? Are you certain your kids are yours? Maybe do a fun family 23andMe test, or propose one and see how your wife reacts. Or just tell her you want the paternity tests done, just for peace of mind. Up. I don't have proof. Do I feel naively believing, yes? Though don't trust until verified, but how do you know? Friends, no. Did she have some on FB as friends? Yes, but never communicated with them that could find. Yes, there was a situation about a year after supposedly the last one we got invited to one of her friends' weddings. He was there, but of course at that time I didn't know anything what happened. I have talked to her about this and asked how she felt, which her response was it wasn't comfortable at all, thinking I was going to find something out. I can't say all of them, but I know some of them probably did. Some are from college and I'm sure our paths will never cross. But I do know names. I absolutely do know my kids are mine. But understand why people suggest doing those DNA tests. Absolutely have now put it in my mind, but all it would prove is the obvious. Start DNA testing your kids. You didn't disclose why your wife cheated on you before marriage, but given the amount of APs, she is a serial cheater. So be skeptical why she suddenly should have stopped around just because you got married. Did she suddenly turn religious or ethical? Up. Her reasoning is past relationships she was cheated on. She was young, 18, 19, 20, 21. Of course we had our relationship problems. We were dating long distance, 6 hours away. She was in college, insecure, made bad decisions, etc.